Have you ever wondered if there was this magic little pill, maybe a wand waved on how to master interpersonal dynamics? Well, we are here to tell you 3 game-changing ways in order to master interpersonal dynamics and be able to negotiate your value and worth. Hi, I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions, and this week as we follow our success groups and take a deep dive into the key steps to live a happier and healthier life series, Interpersonal Skills and Effectiveness, we are going into manifesting positive energy and negotiating value. And how does it all work out? Well, you are exactly what you perceive and how you perceive the world. And so whatever you are putting out in the world, you are also getting it back. And many times when we are in really stressed states, let's take the job market right now, right? Job searching is tough and it's becoming even tougher. It is an employer's market, which makes us feel incredibly helpless in our ability to be seen and heard, to have value, to feel like we belong, and that we're gonna get noticed and get the job. I've heard for years how, over the last 4 years, how companies are now getting into 8 rounds, 3 months of your time, and then you're not even getting the job. Like, that is some cruel and unusual punishment, man. And you have to endure it because you're looking for something bigger and better and wanting to kind of buy into this market. So we're going to talk about 3 things that will help us to find our sense of value so that what we're putting out there is exactly what we're getting back. And those 3 things are, we're starting with the mirror neuron effect. And the mirror neuron effect says that how we understand our brain is literally wired for connection and how to leverage neurological mirroring to build instant rapport and trust with everyone. So what it says is we have these little mirror neurons in our brain. And what it's doing is it is emulating what we see. And so when somebody scratches their head, then we scratch our head, right? If somebody touches the arm, we come back and we touch their arm. What we're doing is we are mirroring what they're doing. And because we are doing these slight, subconscious kind of emulations, people see themselves in us. And it makes them want to trust us. So try it. See what it's like to kind of do exactly what the other person is doing. Use their words. Listen. Actively listen. And don't say a word similar. Use their words. See where it goes. Look for job searching. Look on the website. Find the keywords. I guarantee you the hiring manager may not, but that's the thing. They may not pick it up and be like, oh wow, they went on the website and got our words. But a good company culture, you hear the company culture over and over and over and over and over again. So if you're starting to use the same words, it picks up as a higher value than if you just used any old word out there. Try it. The next one is power of strategic vulnerability. And I've talked a lot about being vulnerable. Avoidant attachment. I always need vulnerability. It's important. The power of strategic vulnerability, you can go into my video description. I'll put in some previous videos on vulnerability. It's so key and important because again, that trust feedback loop. We hide away and we have doubt and fear for ourselves, so we hide away. But when we're hiding away, what we're doing is we are hiding away from others, and we don't even realize that we're pulling ourselves out of the conversation because of our own avoidant tendencies. And as we pull ourselves out, then people are pulling away. And then all of a sudden we're coming back in, we're like, what happened to everybody? Well, they all pulled away because we were so stuck in our own little monologue that we weren't here and we weren't present. They're not trusting us. So then what do? We don't trust them. That trust feedback loop, man, it is quite the particular one, but it comes up a lot when interacting with each other. And so the power of vulnerability says, it's a counterintuitive approach to strengthen through selective vulnerability, giving disclosures off to other people, and when to open up, how much to share. It's a delicate balance, but it's an important balance, because if you can calculate it correctly, you can build incredibly deep and meaningful connections. So, I mean, obviously going back into the job search, it's very, very important to show who you are without showing who you are. I promise. You want to show who you are by the mask that you are putting on, by this hardworking, driven, compassionate, dedicated person, and everything that brings to a team and a team dynamic, and not the neurotic, overworked, really doesn't put a lot of time into their personal life, really just hoping to kind of get into the door so that they can take a huge break and sigh of relief of finally having a job. So you want to be honest and open, but you want to be calculated and strategic with it. And this is the power of success coaching. This is the power of having a job coach. So I work with my clients to find where they are. Are they oversharing, undersharing, and how do we find that perfect medium? And what that messaging is. So it's very, very individualized. So please, if you want to know what that message is for you, you can even go for a free 15-minute wellness insight, and I can tell you what that messaging is. It's just a chance to have 15 minutes with me, but zero cost, just to see what's out there. And the last one is this compound interest of micro connections. And the compound interest of micro connections is discovering how small, consistent interactions can accumulate over time to create relationships that will create wealth and practical techniques to invest in your relationship portfolio daily. So everything is an opportunity for wealth growing. And when you are consciously looking at the value of the connections, that every connection has value, and even the smallest thing like saying hi to the janitor or the person who is answering the phones and asking how their day is, will take you further in your career, in your success, in your personal life, and you're feeling good about life than finding that there's a hierarchy and that only talking to the most powerful people, narcissistic trait, by the way, ding, 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 danger, 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 that only talking to people of wealth will give you wealth. And I know last week we talked about you are the summation of the 5 closest people, but there are concentric circles. So your 5 are your core, and they should be a grand reflection of who your values are. And then you have about 20 people, 15 to 20, that are kind of people that you care about. About 10 to 12 should be, again, falling in line to some degree of what your values are. and then some that you're bringing towards and you are mentoring towards, like maybe 5 should be mentoring towards your value. And then the last circle is just don't be friends with everybody, but be friendly with everybody. Know that everybody has value and meaning, and it's important to notice them because it does feed who your values are, and it does improve on your wealth. So those are the 3 things that are going to master and expand your interpersonal dynamics, to give you the value and wealth to keep you connected in your journey of living a happier and healthier life. As always, I've got some great information. We're going to do a workbook on how to expand those micro connections and what that looks like and how to build a plan for it. So go down into the video description. Always like and share if you know others who are looking to get more strategic in their purpose building. And tomorrow, come back in, subscribe so that when it hits, you'll be able to learn what it is to have purpose-driven life and moving away from this outcomes result life, and understanding that it's all about the process that we put in, not the outcomes that we get out. We can't control those outcomes. So subscribe and learn more about that and how all of this is going to play into that. It's very connected. I am Jennifer Evans. I highly recommend going in and scheduling a free 15-minute insight. It's 15 minutes with me and my expertise wherever you want to have. You want to know why you do the things you do, whatever it is. If there is something aching at your soul, and I know it's coming up right now, this is your cue. Get out there, click on it, come and reach out to me. I will put time on my schedule for you to help you understand why this is happening and how to get it to stop ruminating in your mind. I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions. Thank you so much.